Hello and welcome to another amazing science lesson. So today we are going to make a chemical change. What exactly is a chemical change? Well, I'm going to do a quick experiment and I want you all to kind of think about what it might be. So I have in this glass a clear liquid. Now you might think that's water right off, but trust me, it's not water. It is vinegar. And if you've ever smelled vinegar, you know why I say it's not water. So in my glass, I already have vinegar. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some baking soda to it. But before we do that, we know that anytime we add chemicals together, we need our safety equipment on. So I'm going to get my safety equipment ready. Perfect. So I've got my spoon. We're going to get some baking soda and we're going to see what happens when I put it in the vinegar. Are you ready? Listen carefully. Wow, did you see that? When we added the baking soda to the vinegar, it bubbled up and spilled out of the beaker. That was really cool. I wonder what was happening there. In order for us to figure that out, we're going to need something else. So I'll be right back. Awesome, we're back. So I have another beaker with more vinegar in it, and I have a balloon that I already put baking soda inside of. So we're going to see exactly what happens when we mix these two chemicals right now. You ready? So when we mix the two chemicals, the balloon inflated. Well, we know what makes a balloon inflate, right? Blowing air into it. So when we mix these two chemicals, the baking soda and the vinegar, what it did was it created a gas called carbon dioxide. And that gas caused the balloon to inflate. So a chemical change is when two chemicals get together and they create a new chemical. So the baking soda and the vinegar came together and they created a gas called carbon dioxide. Now you might be thinking that all chemical changes happen or turn into a gas, but that's just not true. And here's how I'm going to show you. I have something that we all love, brownie mix. And as you can see, this is definitely a liquid, right? Watch this. I'm going to take it over to the oven and add some heat for about 20 minutes, and we're going to see what happens to this liquid brownie mix. So I have transferred the brownie mix from that bowl it was in into this dish. And as you can tell, it's still a liquid. Moving it to a new thing did not change it at all. But when we add some heat, we're going to see what happens. So after a little bit of time in the oven, our liquid brownie batter has turned into solid brownie. And let me tell you what, it is a good solid. Now, we have learned about chemical change today. And I don't want you to get this confused with physical change. We've talked about that before. Physical change is when like an ice cube melts and it goes from a solid to a liquid, back to water, right? This is a chemical change. The batter has fully turned into a brownie. It is no longer that liquid batter. It doesn't have those same chemicals anymore. The heat mixed everything together and turned it into this solid that I have before me right now. Same thing with the baking soda and vinegar. They are no longer separate entities or separate chemicals, but they have come together to create this gas, the carbon dioxide, that has still inflated the balloon even 30 minutes later. So we have talked about chemical change, a little bit about physical change, and I've given you two awesome examples.